One day, Princess Bankshot had a bright, shining dream to bring the Walkabout crew together, just like in a team, with laughter and memories, with smiles that would gleam in the heart of the community, flowing like a stream. But every great vision needs a little more fire, so she called up her buddies to help take it higher. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendship sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. Here comes TrickyDicky, a golfer so fine, with charisma and charm, he ensures we all shine. He swings like a pro, with a wit that's so quick. A producer and creator, he knows all the tricks. Together they chat with passion ignited, spending hours and days, their mission united. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendship sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. Here's Stewie, the liaison, bringing guests from afar. With laughter and answers, he raises the bar. Knowledge from near and friendship from wide. With every new episode, there's joy that can't hide. So join in the fun.
1, 2.
1 2 1 2 testing.
We ready?
I said 2 seconds, 5 seconds ago.
Well, we are live. I've cocked it up again. Good evening,
No
good
way.
morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to episode 31 of the Talkabout, the podcast
Indeed.
stroke chat show all about Walkabout mini golf. Welcome. Tonight we've got a few different things going on. We'll explain as we go along in the show. If you've noticed in the intro, we have a new face in the picture. All will be
We do.
explained later.
Yes.
Just before we get started and fetch the guest in, next week's show, because of the English clocks, go back on Sunday. So we are still going to run at 5:30 Eastern. So it will be 11:30 in the UK. I'm not sure about everywhere else in Europe. So just
Yep.
keep your eye out for the start time in different time zones.
Wait, what?
Yes.
And
It's 4 hours,
No, you-
right?
no, it'll be,
Yeah, we're going the other way, Stewie.
yeah, before hours. Oh, so it'll be 9:30.
It's
then.
9:30.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be
Don't mind
sober.
Stewie. 9:30
I'm gonna-
Eastern, guys.
No, you
Or
won't.
sorry,
be
no,
there.
we're in UK.
Yeah, so we're
Next
going to be
week.
sober. How do we do it sober?
You ain't going to be
No,
sober because I'm going
This
to be
is
there.
really getting screwed up. All right, let's go.
Right, let's get on with it. Right. So apart from that, we've got challenge the horse, and the only challenger left to play is Tricky. So who gets that? We'll be playing
La,
Tricky
la,
and just
la,
going
la,
to choose the
la.
course. We've got a lot of questions. So I'm going to introduce
Without further ado,
no, I'm going to introduce the person to my left first. And
Who's
that's
that?
the man with the gift of the gab, TrickyDicky.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody.
The lady to my right who presses all the knobs.
Well,
is
hey.
Chris.
I'm not sure if I like that introduction. Keep going.
And I am Stewie. But let's get a guest in. I've managed to scrape another guest up.
Another
I've
one.
heard. Yeah, he's not new to the game, but he's getting there. You know, he's started to put a few scores together.
He's getting a bit better, is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
and he's coming live from his bed tonight.
he
because
is. He is.
Unfortunately, he's hurt his back. It's something
Yes.
to do with old age, I think. So he's
That's
coming on the
what,
show.
that's what he said.
He's coming on the show naked, led in bed. That's what he
Yes.
said. Pretty sure.
So you can have that vision in your head if you want.
So let's get him in. We've got his dooness. Come on in, dude.
Here's Dudeness. Come on in. Come on in. Come on over.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Goody. Oh,
Hey, you.
bit nearer to me, do. There we go. That'll do.
There we go.
Looks good.
Welcome and thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you ever
Thank
so
you
much
for
for
having
coming
me.
on.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
you're
you.
going to
I'm
enjoy this.
very honored to be invited. I had never watched the show, which is why I so eagerly agreed to do it. But I'm excited to see
Excellent.
what it's all about.
Awesome.
Well, this is what
Great
it's all
name
about.
for a
Chris is
podcast, by the way. Great name.
Chris is
Thank
going
you.
to throw a lot of questions at you, which have come in
I
from the
am.
viewers. Which all viewers. And
Yes,
me.
before
And me. I
before
think that's before. Go on.
before we get to the questions, we're gonna throw those winning shots up right now. So let's get
Hey,
it.
welcome to
Congratulations,
Hey,
Zoe.
welcome
Wrong one.
No, not this week.
Zoe,
Whoa,
not
what?
this week. It's
What's going
shot
on?
7 won Kara Robert. I probably
Oh,
just
Kira Robert.
totally said that wrong.
Kira Roberts from
Zanetti
Scotland.
in
Yep.
second with that hole in one on kind of upside hard.
Upside
We
hard.
had
Yep.
a few third place shots this week. We had 4 third place. They all had 5 votes apiece. And then we'll move on to questions.
No, not yet.
Oh,
I've got to reveal the funniest answer and the best answer from the pre-show question.
Oh, fine.
Go for it.
And he
The
says I
pre- the
talk a
answer-
lot.
It's come from Knockout J, I think, I
Oh,
believe.
Yep. Go
Well,
ahead.
there's a surprise.
I've got to find it. Jazz didn't send him if I've got to find it. He said, I think we should do the show live from an hot tub. So there's only going to be one guest host then, isn't there? That's
Oh, yeah.
classy.
Classy.
All right.
Go on, Chris, fire away.
Here we go. Our standard guest question. How long have you been playing, and do you remember the last release course when you joined?
I started playing, I think it was the Christmas before COVID, we got the headset. So I started playing a little bit before COVID, and then once COVID got us locked up in our houses, I started really getting into it. I think the last course at that point was, I know it was right before Teddy's had come out. So I don't know if that was Gothic. There were
Gothic.
only about 4 or 5 courses at that point.
Yeah.
So
It was
I
gone
think I
remember
joined the
about the same
Teddy's.
time as me.
Yeah.
I think I joined the same time. It was only Gothic Easy out. Gothic Hard wasn't released when I joined. I think it was roughly
Oh,
the
okay.
same time.
Gothic Hard was released, and they have they have like the Christmas candy in there.
Yeah.
I remember that, so because it was right around Christmas time.
Excellent.
Awesome. And we have a question in from Go Marino. Go Marino says, how do you maintain such good focus during a round?
Oh, that's I don't feel like I always do maintain good focus. The game is just so captivating. It's easy to get lost in the world and feel like it's the only thing that exists. So I would say I golf in real life. I'm used to just kind of blocking everything out and thinking about that next shot. So yeah, and a little bit of
Did you
alcohol
say
doesn't help. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. You say you play golf in real life.
I do. Yes.
I do. What's your handicap?
I'm about a 5. About a 5.
Oh, damn. About a 5. Is that just above 5 or just below 5?
I oscillate between. So my low was 4.5, and right now I'm a 5.1.
Damn it! He's even better me at golf. I'm a 5.8.
If I could putt like this in real life, I would be on the tour.
Yeah.
So that's the goal someday.
All right. And he also says, do you have any pre-game rituals for a weekly event? Certain foods, exercise, practice rounds, meditation?
I try to get in quite a bit of practice rounds. I'll go hole by hole. There's so many courses now that you'll go months without playing a course. So when it comes up for the tournaments, oftentimes I haven't played it in a long time, so I'll go back into practice mode, hole by hole, try to remember the dots that I would always aim for. and then just feel comfortable about what my aiming point is, and then just play rounds to get used to the muscle memory of each shot.
Mhm.
Nice. All right. We are
Sounds
going to
good.
move on to our second standard question. Who's your favorite player to play with?
Oh
Ooh.
gosh,
We love asking
one
certain
person?
loaded questions.
one person. Wow,
Just one.
just one. Okay, I always liked playing with Scorps.
Scorps.
You guys
yeah.
remember
Okay.
Scorps? Yeah,
Yeah.
haven't seen him in
yeah.
a while, but Scorps was always
He'll be back.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was a fun player because he just really didn't care about score. He's just always going for that crazy shot, and I actually learned quite a bit from him just by all
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the shots that he had discovered over
yeah.
time.
Just to top off that question, then, who's your favorite player to beat?
Favorite player to beat? Oh man,
We're not
you guys
trying
are
to
gonna
single you
you
out.
guys are
but we
gonna put me on an enemies list.
You're already on it, don't worry.
It's always fun to beat the players that you respect and feel are great and have a history with. And I have a long history with Indy, and I'm sure that he enjoys beating me as much as I've enjoyed beating him
Yeah,
on occasion.
I'm sure
So
he does.
Absolutely.
No hanging
Yeah.
me. Yep, I could. Sounds like it's a good answer. All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
We have a question coming in from Knockout D. Question for his dudeness. Was your player name inspired by the Big Lebowski?
Lebowski. Yeah.
100%. I've seen that movie probably 200 times in my life. It's kind of
Wow.
my loose working religion. The thing about the dude is no matter what kind of crap comes his way, he learns to brush it off, take it easy, and always abide. So, yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't seen that movie for probably 10, 15 years.
It's
been a long time.
I've joined. It has quite a bit of a cult following. I've been to the Lebowski fests where we all dress up as characters from the movie.
Yeah.
And I could quote it from front to back, and yeah, just really love it.
Good. There you go. There you go.
All right. There's a
Nice.
second part of that question as well. Tricky, can you read that? I think you'd be a little bit better with that than I am.
Off a little bit.
I've
If
got it
so,
here.
can you call the? This is the weird bit.
Can I also?
Can I also
Oh, yeah,
call
can
you
I-
Duda or El Dorito? If not, the whole brevity thing.
If you're not into the whole the brevity thing,
Brevity thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the dude, man. So that's what you call me. That or his dudeness, Duder, or El Duderino. If you're not into the whole brevity thing, yeah, he's quoting a direct scene from that movie.
Well,
See, I've
there you
never
go.
seen
We do have a player called Dude Lebowski. So
Yeah,
he's every time I've gotten into a room with him, we've thrown a few quotes at each other. And
Yeah.
Jorge likes to call me El Duderino. So
Well, there we
Nice.
go.
we don't have a Duder yet though. So maybe somebody could adopt that name.
There we go. But when that
All
question
right.
came in, I was reading it and I was thinking, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously I haven't watched it.
So yeah, and the thing about that movie is people throw out quotes from it, and there will be like that 1% of people that know exactly what you're talking about and think it's hilarious, but 99 times out of 100 you're getting blank looks from people, and you're just like, what is he talking about? and then
I was at the 99%. Yeah.
yeah.
Me too.
You'll have to warm me up. I've never seen the film.
Oh, I've seen it once. Yeah.
Whoops.
It's not, I'm pretty sure it's an old film.
Oh, whoops! I've disappeared. Sorry.
You're all right. That's
Drop
what we
your
call
ball
it
on the
again.
green when you get back here, and it won't take you back to one. We forgot to have you do that earlier.
I got
As you're
distracted.
naked on the bed, it should be quite easy to drop the ball.
How do I drop the ball? There.
You gotta. So at first, you have to put your hand straight up to get the ball in your hand, and then release
Pull
the
back, there we
toggle.
go.
Got it.
There you go.
Woo!
All
We
right.
teach this dudeness something.
All right. So here we go with, do you prefer stroke play or match play, and why? You can
I
thank Stewie
prefer
for answering.
So I prefer stroke play when I'm playing solo or like an individual game. I just like the idea of every stroke mattering, knowing how to like manage your game and uh, measure your risk reward and try not to have that blow up hole. But I really enjoy match play when you're playing in a doubles or triple doubles format
To get it
so
moved,
that you
keep it
can
moving.
Yep.
well, so also you have that strategy of somebody's got the safe shot and somebody has the go for it shot. So it gives
Yes.
more opportunities to go for shots without risking the downside of messing up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right.
It was funny because when we had Zanetti on, he was saying a very similar thing, that
Yep.
you can get into a position on a hole where you think, what do I do from here? So it's good to learn how to get out of a position.
Yeah,
You've tucked
absolutely.
your ball in somewhere, so
Just
damage
take your
limitation.
medicine and just try to make sure you don't have those extra two or three strokes that will cost you later in the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
All right. And we have a message or question in from Karma Changer. Question for Dudeness. You seem to have dots and references for every shot. Well, we've kind of already touched this just a tiny bit, though. How do you remember them all? And is there a Dudeness encyclopedia? Is it available for sale?
So everybody has noticed that when you look at the patterns on these floor, they're all on almost every single hole. So I'll see things that remind me of things like right here in front of you, Tricky. There's this pattern with these two dots and a little nose under it. I call this thing a crab. I don't know why, but when I look at it, it just reminds me of a crab with the two eyes on top of the circle face. So I've got crabs, I've got rabbits, I've got
crabs.
we never had a guest and I have crabs.
Well,
sorry.
In addition to having crabs, I see crabs on the carpet. So the easiest thing is finding a big smudge and just knowing that you can go through that smudge. But within all these smaller dots, I try to see some sort of character that will make it easy to identify.
Absolutely.
And then I'll just go through the bottom of the left eye or whatever the shot is.
Nice.
So like we touched on earlier, if the course you haven't played for a while, you tend to go in and sort of familiarize yourself with dots and smudges and everything else.
Yeah, I can go in, and if you told me like Sweetopia number 5, what do you aim for? I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but then once I get over the shot, I'll remember, oh yeah, this is the one where I hit it off of that diamond.
That's the ones that's the ones where you got crabs from.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
No, I think I got crabs in Venice. I forgot her
name. All right. And we have a question in from Zanetti. Question for the dude. Did you miss a shot during an otherwise flawless run where the perfect shots fade from memory, but that one miss lingers?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like in the movie Rounders, he says, nobody can ever remember the big wins that they had, but they can remember in great detail their big losses. So
Indeed.
You always remember your failures and what you could have done more readily than you remember your successes.
Mm-hmm. Good.
I think everybody does that. I've seen Outrider put up like a crazy score where he beats the field by 6 and he's like, well, I should have won by 9.
Right?
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. And this one is in from Nerd. And it says, question for Dunis. Do you have any players that you feel push you better than others?
Mm.
No, you don't have to say my name. I know you want to, but I'd like to move on from me now.
That's a good question. I mean, the field, everybody has just elevated their game so much over the past year, and I feel like I've kind of stagnated or fallen back a little bit. So that's definitely just like the stronger field has motivated me to try to get back into it, refocus, and be a little better in the
Nice.
future. So I can't say that one person brings out the best, but I just think that the fact that the competition has gotten so much better motivates me to try to be better in the future.
All right, I'm going to bring that question back
Nice.
up because we get another part to it. Do you have any that just feel like your personal kryptonite where you just can't quite put it together? I think they're
Mm,
So I think it's player again.
Yep.
yeah, any certain player. Gosh, he hasn't played in a long time, but I always felt like against G Money, I couldn't quite
Wow,
I
there's a
couldn't
name.
quite give him. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just an amazing player, and I remember when he first started playing the game. Um, Actually, and I think it was on this course. I remember just kind of talking him through the game, and he was just starting off, but I knew that he was going to be a force to be reckoned with once he got more seasoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a tough one. He was a tough one to because I knew that one mistake could cost me the match. So it was always tough to be on top of my game with him.
Can I ask you one question?
Yep.
Have I ever beaten you?
I'm sure you have. I don't remember the date, but
Forget the date bit. Can you just repeat that I may have beat you once?
yeah, I'm sure. Well, the great thing about this game is on any given day, somebody,
Oh, yeah.
the field is so competitive that the 50th best player can beat the best player if the best player is off his
Absolutely.
game a little bit, and
Can,
Yeah.
can
that's
I
what
just
makes it
follow
so
up?
great.
Can I just follow up Tricky's question? I know I
No.
beat you. I know I beat you.
Oh, I know
When the-
Stewie's beat me. I know.
I
Now
must
with Stewie,
have beat you then.
well, I can remember Stewie beating me one time on Gardens of Babylon hard because when we
Yep.
got to the 18th hole, I was down a stroke and he just bounced it right in there. I was like, wait a second, how did
Yeah.
your ball bounce like that?
The game I remember.
Bounced
The
it.
game I remember more is when we played on Quixote Ide, and we was 1 and 2 in the
All
ladder,
right.
and I had to beat you to become 1 for the first time. And I shot my
Ah.
personal.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I shot my
Ooh.
personal best 23 under that day.
Wow,
The
that's a good
ladder. The
score.
ladder was the ladder had some fierce battles on there. It was always
yeah,
interesting when people got into the top three how competitive it got.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to see the ladder back again?
I like the new format better. I haven't played it as much, but I like the new format with points and
Nice.
Yeah.
just how it keeps track of one loss doesn't put you immediately below the person that you just beat 4 times in a row, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I like the new dynamic scoring and getting more credit for
Nice.
beating somebody high above you and
Yeah.
less credit
Okay.
for beating up on somebody well below you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. And with the bottom of this question, he also asked, are you just Zanetti under a Lebowski mask?
There's
No
got to be a
comment
theme
on that
running
one.
here with you and Zanetti.
No comments. All right. Here we go.
I could not simulate that accent.
From
That's true.
Kalassi, questions for the dude. Do your family and friends know you're one of the goats of WMG?
Yeah, they
Or,
don't care.
or are you just a humble sports writer by day and undercover rock star by night?
He knows that I'm not a sports writer, where I was misidentified by somebody who tried to dox me.
Okay.
Somebody had looked up my real name and found somebody with the same name but different person who works as a sports writer. So I think for a while people thought that was me.
What a
I wish
great
I was a
story.
sports writer. I wish I was a sports writer because I watch a lot of sports.
Absolutely.
All right. And then we have one from Tiger Hoods. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Question for the dude. Tough end of the season for the Mambas in the CGA. We had to look this question up because we didn't know
Yeah.
what this was. Some are comparing Coach Fugo to Matt Eberflus. I can't pronounce that.
Eberflus?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
Eberflus.
Is Coach Fugo on the hot seat?
No.
Oh,
He's
come
not
on.
on the
Be a bit more than
He's
that.
not
Come
on the
on.
hot seat. He was a great co-captain. We didn't come out on top, but we had a great group, great team. We really enjoyed playing with each other. And
Good.
no, Matt
Oh, we
Eberflus is
expected
the
more.
worst NFL coach of all time. Fugo definitely not in that category.
Okay.
We didn't know much about it. We just looked it up because we didn't want to ask a blind question. But yes.
Yeah.
All right. Zanetti again with dude. Do you have an all-time favorite moment in the game? People outside this community wouldn't appreciate it like we will. So tell us about it.
All-time great moment.
Yeah.
There's one
Maybe-
moment that stands out to me is I think it was probably about 2 years ago in the weekend tournament, the weekly, and Sweetopia Hard was the hard course, and I knew going into 18 that I needed a hole-in-one to tie the top score, and I think Indy had the top score at the time, and I got the hole-in-one on Sweetopia 18 hard
Wow.
to tie or either to win that week or to share the honor with Indy. I forgot, but I had to go for it, and I actually got it.
Nice.
So that was one that stands out. And I just learned how to do it that week, so it was like one of those weeks where I felt like the practice paid off because I had never even tried a hole-in-one shot on that course or on that hole until that week. So
Oh, wow.
Yep. that one stands out.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. And we have another from Classy. Questions for the dude. In your opinion, what other 3 players belong alongside you on the Mount Rushmore of Walkabout mini golf? Also, please explain to Tricky and Stewie what Mount Rushmore is and the reference.
I know what Mount Rushmore is.
They know what Mount
I'm
Rushmore
reading
is.
the question. Classy said that.
So who would you
Well-
put alongside yourself?
3
didn't
other
ask this.
people.
Like Classy.
Three,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what he said.
I've
We're
got to
really-
go
we're
with the
really
people
getting
that
you to- Go on.
I've played with the most. I know that I have tons of respect for Outrider because of his results, but I've only played with him a couple of times. So I'm going to stick with people that I've played with a ton, and they would be Indy, Zanetti, and G Money would be the 3 I put
Nice.
there.
Nice.
Great answer. Great answer.
Absolutely. All right.
God,
We have a
G-Man,
question
mate.
from the. Do you know this person? Somebody named Stewie. Anyways,
I've heard
Uh-oh.
about him, heard some things.
I did. So Stewie says I dipped in form about a year ago, and 1 year later, I'm still in the dip. Have you ever had a dip in form, and how severe was it, and how long did it last? It wasn't a dip, Stewie. It wasn't there.
I feel personally like right now I'm in the midst of my dip in form. And like I said earlier, I'm playing mostly just the weeklies,
Yep.
and I think every weekly I've finished on the podium, and this season, every season, I'm not every weekly, but every season of every weekly I've finished on the podium. And right now I'm in line to be barely in the top 10. So, and I just haven't been churning out wins. I haven't been on the podium as often. And part of it is the elevation of the rest of the competition. And part of it has been, part of it has just been me not performing when it's time to play the tournament, because I'll have great rounds of practice and then I get into the tournament on the weekend and just don't do nearly as well. But I'd say right now I'm in the middle of that dip. So if Stewie has any advice on how to get out of it and come back better than
I'm
before,
still in it. I'm still in the
I'm
dip.
all yours.
He doesn't have any advice. Trust me.
Like we said, we still call him our handicap. And another question from Stewie.
Oh.
Thanks, Stewie, by the way. Question to Chris. Do you think you could be good at bank shots again? Well, I can use them to kick your butt. Even
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So have they gone down a little bit? Yes. Can I still make crazy saves with them? Oh, absolutely.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
just
no.
luck. That's just luck.
Oh, bite me. Anyways. Yeah, so and Tricky and I have said this over and over again that we're not playing like we used to, and with any type of game, if you're not playing it often, then obviously, yeah, it's a little bit harder. And I used to be
It is.
really, really smooth with the bank shots, and I haven't played a bank shot only game in quite some time. We just don't have that extra time right now. But I'm
Well, no, it's
sure
like we
that
say.
when I start playing more, it will come back.
Yeah.
The
It's not
one
that
the
we're-
one bank shot event I played in the CGA was great. It was the only time I played in a bank shot match, but it was a lot of fun. It was fun preparing for it too, and just knowing like where you were gonna have to set up your tee shot so that you had a nice makeable bank on the second shot.
Absolutely.
And the thing about playing bank games, because I used to play a lot of them, is it helps really in your form in regular play, and it helps if you're in a really bad spot. If you know, like we play bank on Arizona, I actually like playing bank on Teagle Stacks hard because I learn how these rocks react differently with how.
Yeah, and it's
the shape
amazing
and
with all the
stuff.
courses that every single course has its own unique bank.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
the wood on Cherry Blossom is different than the wood on
It is.
Forgotten Fairyland, and you just have to spend that time learning how much give it's going to have and what every bounce does.
And
Very,
we
very
saw
cool.
that big time on Elfheim. Elfheim is a bitch to bank on because that wood there, it absorbs the shot so much.
Well, same with
that you
station.
have to-
Station's the same. Yeah.
Oh,
Some of the
well,
weird
yeah,
bounces on
stations,
station.
pain in
Yeah.
the ass.
Yeah. It just doesn't
Alright.
bounce out like you think it's going to bounce.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Mm.
There's certain
And Mars
surfaces too
Gardens,
where
forget it.
yeah, sorry.
not
No, there's
bankable.
certain surfaces where normally you would hit, the harder you hit it, the sharper the angle you would think, but there's certain surfaces where the softer you hit it, it comes off sharper, and the harder it kind of bounces off in the direction. It's very
Yeah,
hard to
it
figure out.
depends on the course. Yeah. And like Mars Garden, we don't even have we don't even have a bank scorecard for that one because it's not there. The course is not
No.
bankable. It's just not.
Yeah.
No.
So we'd have more holes excluded than we
Yeah.
would.
That's it. You'd only end up playing 2 or 3 holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One of you guys read, please.
Oh, that'd be Stewie.
Straight up. Question from Fugo. Question for Dudeness. Other than the obvious Tiger Woods, which other low-skilled player routinely harass and annoy and generally bad for the game?
Wait, read it again. Sorry. Other than Tiger
Question for
Hoods,
students. Other than the obvious Tiger Woods, which other low-skilled players routinely harass and annoy and are generally bad for the game?
My guess is
think
this
it's
is a
just-
bunch of CGA banter.
Yeah.
That's why we let it go through.
Tiger's in a class by himself. I can't put anybody into that category. So
Well, I've got an answer for that. Fugo, you're a guest next week. I'm sure Tiger's going to get his revenge.
Oh, yeah.
And Tiger's lined up for future guests. I'm sure he's going to have his own comment as well on that.
Absolutely.
Sure they will. All right, here we go with the next question. What do you
From Zoe
guys think?
Darling. I presume it's
From Zoe
for
Darling.
you doing this.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Do you only play in the CGA? And what do you think the best CGA team website is? Asking for a friend.
Is there a website? We weren't sure.
the best CGA website.
Yeah.
I know that my favorite was in honor of Karma Changers team, the Barracudas. If you go to barracudas.com with 2 R's, you'll find all their team photos and activities from this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We
you
tried
guys should
looking
check it out.
but we weren't sure what to look for.
Check it out.
We will do.
We will do.
Well,
Thanks for the question, Phil.
BEARRBEARRACUDA.com.
Okay.
That should have all
We'll have a
the
look at that.
team photos from the Barracudas.
That's cool. All right. We'll move on. We have another one in from Zoe. Still one of you guys.
Another question from Zoe Darling.
Yeah.
Outside of VR or in VR, is there another game you enjoy competing in? If so, what is it and how did you do?
So within VR, I toyed around with a few other games when I got this headset, but nothing compared to this game. So 99% of my time on this VR has been spent on this game. So nothing compares to it here. I enjoy real life golf. I've played over 70 rounds this year, so I quite obsess over that. As far as other video games, my favorite video games of all time, including this one, would be Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite.
I used to like Grand Theft Auto.
And I grew up. I revealed earlier that I'm about to turn 50, so I started playing Pong as my first video game back in the early 80s. Grew up with an Atari. Pong, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grew up with an Atari, and then graduated to the Nintendo, which felt insane at the time, but just seeing where video games have gone over the years, and I've never stopped playing them. It's amazing to see something like this, and it's amazing to imagine where they'll be 20, 30 years from now, when hopefully I'll still be playing them. Yeah.
I think we're all in the same boat. I don't think any of us three play any other game now. I know you go do something else in it, but you don't play a game, do you?
It's like I played that ping pong game or table tennis game. Was it called Table 8?
11.
Wasn't it? Table
11.
I played that for a while. I mean, I quite enjoy that kind of thing. But then I say you get into something like this, and you meet the community that are out there, the people, meeting different standards. It's just such a great game.
Yeah.
It's funny how you really you feel like you get to know people, even though it's on such a superficial level, because it's just this game. It's not like we get in here and we start talking about what happened in our day at home or what our politics are or any of that stuff, but somehow you still feel like you get to know people just from playing this little bit of golf each day.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us that have actually met in real life.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that.
Tricky actually flew from England and came and stayed at my house for 3 weeks, and then he went and stayed with Slappy for a week.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that was about a month ago.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he's coming up to my place next week.
I am. To be fair, you actually invited me, and I'm going to go to see Jazz. Yep. So I'm going to spend the rest of my life traveling and meeting people.
Yeah, I've yet to meet anybody in real life from this game.
Oh, that was a question coming up as well.
All right.
We have met a few people though, Mitchie. We in the UK. The first time, well, it's the second time we met, weren't it, Tricky? So about 20 of us met up in the middle of the country. We had a long weekend.
We did.
Did some real life mini golf and went out.
We stayed in the worst hotel you could ever imagine.
Well, mine were all right.
Well, we stayed there. Me and my wife stayed there for one night, and then we moved on to another hotel, which had a swimming pool and a spa.
All right, let's move on to a question from Shooter McGavin. All right, Shooter, question for the dude. Loved watching you play in the CGA. Your approach to every shot seemed very calculated. Can you walk us through your process when deciding your shot? How do you judge the risk versus reward?
Well, it depends on the game format, but just on your typical, do I go for the hole in one or do I take the two? It's always based on the expectancy. Am I going to get more threes or more ones going for the hole in one? And sometimes, even though it's more risky to get that you'll get the three, you have to go for the one because of the game situation. So
Yeah.
And I don't think that my game is unique to that. I think that everybody's kind of running over those scenarios in one way or another. But when I'm not going for the hole in one, it's because I've tested it out in practice enough and just know that 5% or 10% is not enough when it's going to 50% of the time turn into a three.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you sure you're not Zanetti? Because he came up with a very similar thing.
All right. And another question. We had a lot in from Classy this week. You are a self-described lone wolf. When asked to team up in doubles, what did I do right to get you to partner with me for a minute? And what would it take to get the band back together?
Classy's always just a fun guy to play with, just always a
Oh, yeah.
positive attitude. You couldn't ask for a better partner. Yeah, for a while I was not competing in those doubles formats, but I'm glad that I finally did get into it eventually. It's really fun, different than just playing for yourself, and there's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of friendliness, and I think that we will get the band back together eventually.
Ooh, all right.
You've probably
Yeah,
just given
on
him a
that.
semi by saying that.
Well, Classy and I have we have the connection that we are Jeep owners. So for people that
Oh, there you go.
that don't know, yeah, it's kind of like it's a lifestyle being a Jeep owner. So
Yeah,
we connected on that, and we're bonded forever with our Jeeps.
Speaking
absolutely.
of doubles, there are two others in this room that would not play doubles. Oh, I don't like doubles. I hate doubles. I'll never play doubles.
That'll be me.
And one of them is now my doubles partner over there, Tricky.
Yeah, and we're doing very well.
We are.
Yeah.
Stewie came in and played some doubles.
But me and Tricky's got the best record. I think we're 99%, aren't we now, Tricky?
I think we are, yeah.
Yeah, 99% losses.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
We won one.
right.
We won one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Almost through the questions.
That
We got
band's
3 to
never
go.
getting back together.
From Zoe
Hopefully you're in my
Darling.
bed next week.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, what's your strategy for mastering different types of shots? Also, do you give lessons? If so, sign me up. Please. So Zoe's one of those brand new players to the game. She's one of our viewers that had never heard of you before and was like, oh my God,
Wow.
we
How
need
does
your scores.
How does he get those scores?
Yep.
Well, I'm always willing to give lessons when I'm playing with people. If it's invited, I don't want to be like one of those people who's like telling everyone what to do or how they should do it, but I always like to give friendly advice when it's welcomed.
Nice.
I hope that I can play with her sometime soon. I'll share just kind of what works for me. It's not what works for everybody, but the one piece of advice that I've given almost everybody I've played with is learn how to play with your putter on 100%. No matter how weird it feels, no matter.
That's the first thing you said to me.
Yeah. So it's gonna take a week of you feeling like I can't do this. I'm just gonna go back to what's comfortable. But I promise that once you work through the kinks, being able to play on 100% is a game changer. That's the time that I felt like my game really went up a level, is when I switched my putter from 50% to 100% and learned how to do it.
And
so
stayed with it.
I preached the 100 as well. I played at 55 for a long time. I also played one-handed for a long time, and I switched over to a normal golf swing. And the 100, when I switched over to 100, I started dropping the long putts way more consistent than at the lower. So.
And the reason being, of course, it's easier to make a shorter movement and keep the putter straight than it is a little bit of a longer movement or a harder movement and still keep it straight. So
Yes.
it'll feel weird on the short ones, but you'll work through that and you'll never miss the 15 footers, and then you'll start hitting the 30 and 40 footers like you didn't think was possible.
Absolutely.
Good
All
advice.
right.
Great advice.
Very much.
Yeah.
And
I still play on
we
55, by the way.
There's a lot of people that
He
are,
does.
yeah, I know a lot of people are stubborn about it, but
Yeah.
uh,
Well, we
All
spoke
right.
to Zanetti.
Works
Well,
for
I'm
me.
sorry, I'm going to bring
Yeah, go
Zanetti up
for
again in
it.
a minute. So Zanetti said that he's got the bulk standard 50 with the 15-degree angle or whatever. He never messed with it. He just learned how to play with that. So that
just
works
the
for
angle,
him.
the lie angle. Yeah.
The lie angle and the
Everything he
speed.
left the same.
Yeah.
The original settings. It plays off the original settings.
He's
Oh,
never
okay.
changed it. Yeah.
Well,
I
now we're all in
couldn't.
trouble. Now that he knows that, we're all in trouble.
All right. Here we are. We have a question from Rick. How long were you playing before you started getting so good at it? And how much did or do you practice?
When I first started playing,
Crazy.
I mentioned it was right before COVID. So I was just fascinated with the course designs and it was my first experience with VR as well. So I was just fascinated by that I could be in here and it felt like I was really playing golf or really putting.
Yeah.
And I just had something on my head. So I was just jumping into quick matches at that time, and I wasn't spectacular at it. But I had a lot of time and I had a lot of I wanted to get good at it.
Yeah.
So once I was home, stuck with COVID, I was spending a good 4 or 5 hours a day playing the game and
Wow.
just competing with myself internally to figure out how I could get good at it. And then about 6 months into playing the game is when I switched to 100% on the putter, and I felt like that was just a turning point. I just immediately dropped several
Nice.
strokes once I learned how to play that way. And then it was just all about being willing to go into practice mode and just make sure that you could master each hole, master each shot, and be able to repeat it over and over and over. So it's a lot. I mean, there were only 4 courses back then. Now there's 35. So
Yeah, it's insane
it's a lot
to keep
different,
up with the
but
courses.
yeah, it's just having that
So I'm
dedication to go in and master a hole and know that I know what to
So
do
when I
every
should-
time. I just have to repeat it.
I want to ask you a quick question, and don't take this the wrong way. So how do you like playing with yourself? Meaning,
I love it.
not playing with
Yeah.
others.
Nobody knows me as well as me, so I do it better than anyone.
So basically, you don't mind going into a room on your own and just practice on your own.
Play with myself all day. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
As soon as
we
that came
do
into my head, I just had to say, I'm sorry.
Nothing wrong with
there
that.
seems to be a split. So I don't play in it. Over on my server, there's a solo league. Like we have a very competitive solo league where your round
Yes.
has to be alone in a room. And we have some big names in there that love that. And I just can't. I tried. I've started that league and quit 4 times because I get
Yeah.
bored in a room by myself.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I suppose
no,
though, if you're in a room on your own and you've got that objective that this course is coming up and you want to play well, then the motivation is there to stay and hit the ball, and just continuously until you get that off. So
Yeah, and you can
that's
fly
the
through a
job as
solo
well.
round. Yeah, you can fly through a solo round in 5 or 6 minutes on an easy course.
Yeah, you can.
No problem.
Yeah.
So you can get several of them in, and I know all my best rounds have pretty much been solo rounds because it's easier to play nonstop without having to wait for other shots and think about your shot. And
Yeah.
it's fun, but it's a completely different game
is.
to be able to do it with three other people in the room for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
And we
Definitely.
are at our last question
All right.
from Stewie. Question for Tricky and Chris. We all used to play at a pretty decent standard. Do you think we could get back to that level, or is it that other players have just got better around us? I think it might be a bit of both. What do you think, Tricky?
Yeah, well, going back to what his dudeness says, that obviously there's a lot of newer players, I'm talking newer within a year or so, that have come on and really thought, I like this, I'm going to get better at this. So they have really elevated themselves and just left us behind, basically.
Part of that's our playtime. If we started playing a lot again,
Yeah.
definitely could probably get back to where we were, and most likely even more than that. It
Yeah,
comes
we're
down
going
to
back
the
to that.
dedication of playtime.
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of streaming now. We do obviously a lot of time on the podcast. So we are involved in the game hourly a lot.
Yep.
But playing wise, it's not quite so much. We may play 2 or 3 rounds a day, and that's about
Yep.
it.
And
then maybe
we
up
made
to
that
4 hours.
conscious decision
absolutely.
to do this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
To bring
So,
more to the
yes,
community
hopefully.
and drop off playing ourselves so much. So that's why we do
Yeah,
this.
we're also getting to that time of year now when it comes to Christmas that we're going to get another new load of new players coming in, aren't we?
Yes.
The new headsets.
More people get
We'll-
headsets.
And we'll be
Absolutely.
and we'll be good again then. So basically,
Against-
for 1 week a year, we're quite good.
All
Yeah.
right. Now we have come to the part of our show. If you watched the beginning, you would have noticed that we now have Shooter McGavin's picture in our intro and on the card. That is because he is doing. Oh crap!
He is doing
He's not doing crap.
tip
Caddy.
of the week.
No,
Yeah.
he changed the
No,
name
no,
of
no.
it.
Oh, he's changed the
changed
name.
the
I
name
all
of it.
right.
Yeah,
All
yeah, yeah.
right.
He changed it to. This is so good we can remember this. Surely you're doing a great job, and we just fucked it up badly.
Yeah, we did.
You should have told
Yeah.
me then.
He
That would
changed
go
it.
really badly.
Yeah. We're gonna just show the video now. Here we go,
Yeah.
guys.
All right, welcome to episode 1 of Tips with Shooter McGavin. Today I want to talk about practice routine and the 2 elements that go into making putts. We all want to make more putts, but how do we do that? 2 elements is pace and line. So if we can get the ball started on line early on in the first 6 to 12 inches of that putt, you've got a better chance of that going into the hole. And then the second part is pace. So we're here on hole 18 of Arizona Modern Easy. For this drill, we're going to use the shadows that are generated on this hole. To start off, we're going to take our putter and swing back and forth on the shadow line, bringing it straight back and straight through. From there, you're going to hit putts to each tee where the post meets that center line. You're going to hit 5 to each tee, generating that muscle memory, going back and forth, pulling it back each time. The goal here is to be within 6 inches of that tee, but beyond that tee to make sure that it goes into the hole. The second part of Tips with Shooter is to help you with the hardest holes in the KWT. This week is Seagull Stacks. Let's take a look at hole 10. Now we have some decisions to make here. Do we do the safe shot to get a birdie or a par, or do we go for the more risky shot? The safer shot, we're going to hit off of the column, let it kick over, and hope that it gets a line. Come in here and practice this shot, making sure you can set yourself up to at least get over there and get a tap-in birdie. For the riskier shot, we're actually going to cut it through, dipping it into the water a little bit, hopping it over, getting it over to the green for a chance at birdie. We're going to have the same decisions to make here on the hard course. The easier safe shot is going to be right there off the column. The hard shot is going to be a backward shot. Let's take a look at these 2. This one you're going to hit off of the base of that column, letting it hop over, and trying to set yourself up for a line. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Now on this hard shot, we're going to go off this rock. This is very pace dependent. You're going to click it off the rock, trying to land it in that snow pile and kick over to the green. This shot comes with a ton of risk, but the reward is well worth it. as you have a tap-in eagle. Good luck this weekend and happy shooting.
Well, thank you for shooter. We hope you enjoyed that. That's going to be a new feature we're going to run every week. And hopefully we're going to get future guests to go on with shooter and talk through the hole together. So you get two people's perspective of a certain hole.
Absolutely. And if we're really
now
lucky, we might even get his Duna to jump in just to say that you've done your bit for us as well, as you've been on the show. Jump in with a hole and talk him through it and bits and pieces like that.
That'd be fun. I mean, one of the best things of this game is everybody sharing our knowledge and learning from other people, and nobody's, trying to keep any secrets about what the best thing to do is. It's
absolutely, yeah.
We all learn from each other. So
yes,
there's one thing shooter wants from you viewers now. Next week's course is Labyrinth. Is there a certain hole? He's going to go with the majority. Is there a certain hole you want him to talk you through? Or give some tips or advice? And we'll pass that on to shooter.
You will see the poll on the Talkabout. I'll be putting it up tonight.
Yeah. So if you're not in the live and you're going to watch it later, then please leave a comment on YouTube and we'll have a look at them as well. And we'll get them together and we'll get the best hole and we'll put them on it.
All right. We're going to do a quick run through of everything that has happened this past week and Walkabout mini golf world with the servers. Here we go. Chris's leagues. Well, this past KWT week, season 10, week 8, Wallace and Gromit. We had 56 players. We had 5 coconuts, 1 diamond, 4 cactuses, 6 ducks, and 2 beetles. In first. In the amateur, which he is not an amateur, but he has not played this season, so he had to start as an amateur, is Madam. First for the amateurs, Stewie. Second, and in third for the amateurs was Katie. Yeah, he didn't play for a while and ended up back in amateur. All right. In first for the semi-pro, we had TrickyDicky. Second was Plucky, and in third tied was Indian Chief and Stony Man 69.
You had to be first with the semi, didn't you?
Yeah.
Anyways, over in the pro, in first was Derby Daz, second Desert Rat, and in third was DB. In the elite, we had Zanetti, Go Marino in second, and in third was Indy. Moving
there's some
along.
familiar names.
Yeah, big surprise
they
there.
are. Yes, Zanetti won in the last season. Out of 12 weeks, he won 11 of them.
Oh my gosh, what happened the other week?
I think Crystal Layer was it. I think it was one of those courses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have
the
M&M.
Must have hurt his back.
He'll have to come over and knock him off his perch.
I don't know. I could try. Maybe I'll try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
After I get out of my dip.
Yes.
I'm digging it all underneath you. I'm making it a big dip.
All right. In the M&M, it was 8-bit hard. Week 6. Week 6 of season 5. We had Zonk with a 22 under in the lead. MOBA, Zanetti, Gubson tied at a 21 under, and Yankee Dude coming in with a 20 under. Nice job, guys.
Nice job. Yep, good job.
Solo aces for week 6 were number 6, Alligator 65, and on hole 16, MOBA. Moving over to the classic. Last weekend's courses were Shangri-La Easy and Upside Town Hard. And in first was Gobson. Second, Gonzinator. Tied in third, a.k.a. Mike. Lean into it, and is that MAU? Somebody want to
know?
Yeah, that. Thank you. I don't want to mess it up. And this weekend, Saturday night into Sunday, don't forget to sign up for the WMGT. It is Forgotten Fairyland Easy and Mount Olympus Hard.
Oh, it's just a quick one.
Very much.
I love the new course. Yeah,
you like
the course is great.
Yeah.
I really do. I haven't gotten into the hard much yet, but just I love the aesthetics and the design of the easy one.
So do you feel
And
it's
isn't
gimmicky without it being gimmicky kind of thing?
That's how.
There's not so many moving silly things.
it doesn't there's other courses that are more gimmicky. The play has been really smooth for me. I've only played it solo, so
Yep.
I don't know once I get into a full room, but there's not a lot of flashing and not a lot of glitching.
Absolutely.
There's not a ton of moving parts, are there? You got
Yeah.
the bumper cars and
Yeah. The things I dislike about some of the courses is where the holes are moving and bits and pieces like that. You just think,
yeah.
really? That's what I dislike about some of the courses. Yeah.
Is there a hole you're struggling with, which is the worst hole for you, in your opinion, on the new course?
Hardest,
Mm.
not worst. How about hardest?
Yeah.
The hardest, the one where you shoot it up the train track, I think it's maybe 14, where you shoot it all the way up the train track and it flies
Yeah.
up to the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can never quite get a line in two. So I've always, it's not an issue of getting it up there, but I'm never getting a line for two. Or maybe I just need to be hitting it a lot harder and risk hitting it out.
Chris will show you how to do it. Well, you hit about 16 things, go out of bounds.
And still get it over there.
Just bounce it all over.
Yeah.
Or go
tend to
through
get a bit of
those
luck.
two tiny little gaps that are in the back wooden part. And Chris went through them, both of them, in 2 shots.
I'll have to try that. I'll try
I
that.
don't recommend it.
They don't come back.
And the one in the fun house, I don't know if I know there's a way to get it all the way over by the hole, but I can't really do it. So
On the
I'm
hard
always
course,
just
I know how to, but I don't know how to.
Yeah.
win.
Not
the hard
easy.
course is easy. You just bounce it off and go through the back, right?
Yeah.
But on the easy, I'm just trying to get it through that first little pathway and then trying to get good
Yep.
at the double bank
The
shot
second
coming
shot,
back
yeah.
at the hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to
Excellent.
throw up Q3AD real quick over in the amateur. This past week was Shell, Lipstick Taser, Beth Ann, Nasty Nate, Peach, and Shawnee. In the semi-pro was Papa Grinch, The Dude, Old T, Raccoon's Whisker, Clarky, Dennis, Lady T, and Tish. They had quite a few in that same spot. And in pro was Breeze, Zenti, Guy B, R3 Drum, and Donnie. And in the elite, top 3 were Lean Into It, Maximus, Shooter McGavin, Busy Fingers, and Molly.
Well done,
For the
guys.
season, yeah, absolutely. Great job, guys. It was Venice Easy over there. For the season, in the lead and amateur, top 3 are Lipstick Taser, Peach, and Shawnee. For the semi-pro, Old T, The Dude, Darth Dangler. For the pro, Donnie, Guy B, and Britt the Elder. And in elite, in the lead, as of week 7, is Derby Daz, Shooter McGavin, and Molly. And that
Ooh.
is all of the servers that we have for you tonight. Don't forget that we do
Excellent.
have the KWT and we are on Seagull Stacks because Seagull Stacks Easy and Hard is this weekend's KWT course.
It is indeed. Yes.
It is. Just leaves you to pick the grabber. Do the grabber.
Well done, Zanetti.
Yeah, you two talk a little bit while I put the last names in.
Yeah, you put the last names in.
Yeah.
We
No,
have
I'd
a
like
go
to
for
thank
Chelsea.
you. Yeah, the dude just coming on and just having a chat with us and being honest and talking to our viewers. There's some
I enjoyed it.
There's some great
Those
bits
were some
you've
good
told us.
questions
And,
there.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of people that do know you, and there's obviously a lot of beginner players that obviously don't recognise the name. And obviously, the way
Hope to
you
get to
come
play with
across
everyone
this evening,
eventually.
yes, that'd be good. That'd be good. But I would still like to set up this elite match, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, reach out to me. I'm all for it.
Okay,
Awesome.
okay. We'll get that done. I'll reach out to yourself and the other player, which I'm not going to mention at the moment. And it doesn't mean anything. We'll just have a little bit of fun and get you to talk about what you're doing and bits and pieces. And we'd like to video it and show it to our viewers.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds fun.
Good.
So,
Excellent.
Here we go. We are bringing up our claw machine. We have 20 names on there because remember, if you were involved on the server and putting in a shot for shot of the week or a blooper or a comment, then your name also now goes in here. So let's see who's left to play Tricky, correct?
Yep.
All right. And playing Tricky.
I didn't think he was on the flipping chat. I
Lassie.
thought he was out.
He's out.
Lassie.
Let's kick him out. Finish that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So SJ will be playing Tricky. Southern Jen will get a hold of you if
Okay.
you're not watching. All right.
I was looking forward to kissing or kicking Classy's ass. I don't want to kiss it.
in the hot tub.
In the hot tub, yeah.
Interesting.
With his-
All right.
With his left hand on my right knee as normal. He knows.
And that is all I have for you guys. How about you, Stewie?
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you for Dudes. I think you've been a great guest.
Absolutely.
Thank you for inviting me.
You brought a lot of new questionnaires into the show. People who've
You
not
have.
submitted questions before. So
Yep.
just to go to show how well thought of you are in the community.
No.
Yeah.
I'd also like to thank everybody that sent in questions, because without those questions, we don't have a show. So thank you
Yeah.
very much. And
And
Next
I'd also
week's
like
guest-
to invite
Oh,
his Dudeness to, if you're still around, just pop a few questions in there for our guests. They can be anything you like, because we know that
Okay.
Hugo's coming up next week.
I wish I
All
was
right.
just about to
I'll
announce.
definitely think of a few
Yeah.
good ones.
Nice job,
Excellent.
Tricky.
Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah. So
Oh
as
shit!
you
Yeah.
heard, next week's guest is going to be Hugo Alleran. So Hugo,
Is it?
you are now going to. So next week you are going to be blocked from seeing the questions as soon as this show finishes. Dude, you
Yep.
will be open to see the questions that people sent in for you that we haven't asked or we have asked.
We
And
have
your
asked. Yep.
answers- Yep. And you'll be
And
able
the
to submit
banter.
questions. Yep, and the banter.
Yeah, the banter's been great.
I've got nothing else. Have you got anything
Neither
else,
do
Tricky,
I.
you'd like to add?
No. I'm good. I've already spoiled
I
it by
think-
telling them next week who the guest is.
I think
So-
this
Can't wait
might
to see his
be
real life photo.
a goodbye
Oh, it's
from us.
brilliant.
So thank you to
Oh,
Jazz
absolutely.
working on checking the messages behind the scenes. Thank you, Jazz. And it's good night from me. See you next
And
week.
it's a good night for me. Thank
See
you
you
very so much.
guys. Good night.
Thank you, Dudeness. Thank you.
Thank you
Bye
guys.
bye.
We'll
Have a
just
good
bring
night.
picture
Bye-bye.
to-
Can you just stay? Can you
One
just stay for a minute?
One second.
One day, Princess Bankshot had a bright, shining dream to bring the Walkabout crew together, just like in a team, with laughter and memories, with smiles that would gleam in the heart of the community, flowing like a stream. But every great vision needs a little more fire, so she called up her buddies to help take it higher. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendship sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. Here comes TrickyDicky, a golfer so fine, with charisma and charm, he ensures we all shine. He swings like a pro, with a wit that's so quick. A producer and creator, he knows all the tricks. Together they chat with passion ignited, spending hours and days, their mission united. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendship sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. Here's participate in the chat. A whole lot of joy, and don't forget that we're learning about servers and games that we play in the world of mini golf. Let's brighten the day through stories and banter. Friendships will grow in this magical place. Let your true self glow. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendships sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. So thanks for tuning in. Spread the word with glee. The Talkabout's the place where you wanna be. It's not just an adventure, it's a family affair. With community and friendship, we're floating on air. So grab all your pals, let's make memories bright. Join us for the journey from day into night. One day, Princess Bankshot had a bright, shining dream to bring the Walkabout crew together, just like in a team. With laughter and memories, with smiles that would gleam in the heart of the community, flowing like a stream. But every great vision needs a little more fire, so she called up her buddies to help take it higher. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendships sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. Here comes TrickyDicky, a golfer so fine. With charisma and charm, he ensures we all shine. He swings like a pro, with a wit that's so quick. A producer and creator, he knows all the tricks. Together they chat with passion ignited, spending hours and days, their mission united. It's the Talkabout, where laughter lives and friendships sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. Here's Stewie, the liaison, bringing guests from afar. With laughter and answers, he raises the bar. Knowledge from near and friendship from wide. With every new episode, there's joy that can't hide. So join in the fun, participate in the chat. A whole lot of joy, and don't forget that we're learning about servers and games that we play in the world of mini golf. Let's brighten the day through stories and banter. Friendships will grow in this magical place. Let your true self glow. It's the Talkabout, all about the Walkabout, where laughter lives and friendships sprout. 1 hour a week, we gather as one, sharing stories and smiles. Oh, it's so much fun. So thanks for tuning in. Spread the word with glee. The Talkabout's the place where you wanna be. it's a family affair. With community and friendship, we're floating on air. So grab all your pals, let's make memories bright. Join us for the journey from day